Rid this man.
Hi guys, we are Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
Guys, last month, was it? Or maybe 2 months ago, we saw a Chevy Chase movie called Fletch. Comedy from the 80s.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to me, I guess there's a couple of these movies that exist.
Apparently.
So we're going to try out the second movie called Fletch Lives.
Yeah, it wasn't, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm excited to see this movie, because I'm not, to be honest. But the first one, like I said before, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It just was like the jokes that we couldn't get because it was the jokes of those times.
Correct.
Like, that's the only, like, but there was some, like, a few gag jokes where, like, that's funny.
There was a few moments where I was like, I was laughing quite out loud.
Yeah.
You know, quite out loud. But I do know there's a lot of jokes there. Again, being a time or what it is that went over your head. Just like when we saw Airplane, when we saw Blaine South, you're not gonna
The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
What? Bajar?
Bajar.
What was that guy?
Jahar?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah.
Jabbar. Yeah.
Jabbar. Anyway, guys, this is Fletcher. I have no idea what the story's about. I don't know what the story's about. We do know last time that he was a reporter. I'm going to assume that he's still a reporter in this movie. And maybe a new case he's going to be busting in. So anyway, listen, enough gagging. Let's get right to it. Yep.
Let's do it.
Probably busting into a new woman, too.
Go back to that music, bro.
Is that supposed to be a
That's
play
like
on...
the San Andreas.
At 2 a.m., people are either making a mess or cleaning it up. Tonight's my night to do the cleaning up. My name, most of the time, is Erwin Fletcher. I write under the name of Jane Doe. That's the kind of gal I am. This is a Greek seafood house, part of a very successful chain, but believe me, it's not because of the food.
113,000 from basketball.
Was the font meant to look like The Godfather?
120,000 from the Gonzalez fight. That includes 60 from our chain in the valley.
So these are all the rackets.
$75,000 worth of breakage.
Is he cross-dressing?
We'll meet him in the car. Phil, I'll drop you off first.
That poor old man.
Are we about to see a Me Too movement move? Oh my goodness.
You're cute.
Do you mind if I just freshen up a little bit?
Whatever makes you feel sexy.
I want to vomit. I want to vomit.
By the way, I can tell my father's from this time.
Your father's from this time?
Let me tell you, that little move he did there, afterwards when he left, that little hand gesture, every single day I see this guy do. You know, Michael, I love you. Close the door, like, you know what I mean? Like, I love that.
Or to cripple him.
You want to kill him, because he knows everything. Dude, you didn't see a wall in front of you? Jesus.
How about lunch at the In-N-Out Burger?
I'm not hungry.
All right, forget the burger. How about just the In-N-Out?
Ugh.
Very well. How about just the Inn?
Ugh.
That's a call to HR.
Mr. Owen Fletcher, this is Amanda Ray Ross. I represented your Aunt Belle Fletcher. I'm the executor of your aunt's will, and as such, I can inform you are the major beneficiary of your aunt's estate, Belle Isle.
I quit.
He's on the phone, and he's talking while he's on the phone, being all rude.
It's a championship Laker watch.
Oh, are you a Laker?
I used to date one. Only thing I have to remember him by.
Oh, Lord, what was that?
Just clipped a Piper Cub. Pilot's okay. I just saw him parachuting.
Is that a stethoscope?
The headphones back there.
No joke.
I'm not joking.
What?
Those are the headphones were back in the plane.
Yo, you telling me you have a wishbone as a headphone? You break it afterwards for good luck?
Oh, they make a wish. A lot of things
What were you
change.
listening to? The fucking heartbeat of the airplane?
Dude. What the hell?
It was mechanical. It wasn't really, like you said, like there was sound coming out of the thing. You plug it in, the sound will travel.
What kind of black magic are you speaking to me?
Yes, sir. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay.
What's happening? Actual cartoon. What's going on? This is the last thing I expected to see just now. Julien, you seem to be shocked.
I feel like I'm back at work.
80 acres, huh?
Mm-hmm. Isn't it striking?
Oof. Oh boy. It's haunted.
I can see you're disappointed.
No, not at all. A little spackling and some napalm. This place make a nice mausoleum.
Oh,
nice.
my God. Are you all right?
Oh, I was aiming to fix that today. How do you do? I be calculus.
Hey, Blazing Saddles.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sign these papers. You can make yourself some good money out of this. A local realtor contacted me with an unusually high offer, $225,000.
Dollars?
It's pretty cheap.
Would you like some dessert?
What do you have in mind?
How about something sweet and southern?
Uh-oh!
I tell you what.
She's talking about something else. That's sweet and subtle.
Damn, I thought he was gonna get some apple pie.
Peach cobbler.
I know, right?
Oh.
Instead he got this shit.
Who's already asleep? Why are you into sleeper anymore?
Oh, did they just kill her?
I think so.
I borrowed your toothbrush. Would have used your razor, but it looks like you've been doing some gardening with it.
Yeah, she did.
It was good, but not that good.
That's a very calm reaction.
Is that really?
This house is obviously infested with reticularis mariacomos.
Well, what's that?
What's what?
Well,
Reticulus. See, you can't even say it yourself. They are deadly African microscopic termites. They can eat 100 times their weight in 5 minutes, much like yourself. Can you hear that? It's like a tiny little piglet. No? Let me see. Uh-oh. I seem to have dropped it in your ear.
What?
That's all right. You know, we better get that. Can't let that nest in there. They multiply by masturbation. Now make that scream, that high pitch. That'll draw them out. Squeal like a pig. A little higher. Hey, I found a queen. I found a queen. I don't believe it. No one's ever found a queen. I gotta get this to the lab and get a stool sample.
Come on in. Have a seat. Make yourself at home.
1-2 pitch.
What's on your mind?
Well,
Is that a water bet?
Do you know any reason why somebody would want to buy this land?
Oh, insect research.
It's like research.
Bible land is only halfway there.
Bible.
With your help, it could be the most
Damn.
important attraction since the crucifixion itself.
They're gonna make a theme park? That's what he's saying? Or a church?
Looks like it's gonna be a
Like a theme park.
yeah.
I slept with my best friend's husband.
You are forgiven. Praise the Lord.
Sure, that's not too bad.
And I also shoplifted this
You've been
blouse from
forgiven.
Sherry, and I also stole
Demons out!
Golly.
Did you just knock her out?
He did.
Dude.
Surely there's someone else out there whose life is full of confusion.
Irwin M. Fletcher just
I sense grief. Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Irwin M. Fletcher.
Well, I parked in a handicap spot.
We call it the Heavenly Hilton and Convention Center.
Heavenly Hilton Convention Center.
Straight down the road, you see the Jump for Jesus Trampoline Center. What do you think?
Either she had some congenital defect, or you're one hell of a lover.
Oh, they falsified the paperwork.
When I got back to Belle Isle, there was a cozy fire in the fireplace and on the roof.
A cozy fire.
How about me and the boys showing you some real southern hospitality? You ever been on a coon hunt?
What? Excuse me?
Drug testing has gone too far.
Hey, take a joke.
Kickapoo joy juice?
Oh, stronger than that.
Moonshine?
Moonshine.
Aren't you coming?
I think we ought to catch up with the boys.
Damn right. There's a couple of them I don't think I should leave alone with the dogs.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Who's going to be the next one to get the call? Who's going to be the next...
T-Boo Ted Marshall.
T-Boo Ted Marshall.
Did he say it wrong?
But how can God help my problem?
T-Boo Ted is a compulsive gambler.
The first thing you gotta do is expose that problem.
No! Excuse me?
I think you should expose that problem to us. Right here, tonight.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, T-Boo, put your pants on.
Do you believe? I believe. He believes. Hallelujah. Rid this man. Hallelujah. Oh, good God, Miss Molly. How do you feel, son?
My headache is gone, but...
God bless him. Is there anything else I can do for you? Good. Ouch. Oh, I am simply worn alone.
Thank you very much.
He broke that man's back.
Okay. That was pretty good. That was really good.
Could I have a soda, please?
Hey, pussy.
Name's Ed. Ed Harley. Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh. That's what he's doing. Harley?
Harley Davidson motorcycles.
You own the company?
Well, my granddaddy started it, and then my daddy screwed Davidson out of his half. Now I own the whole thing.
Ed the third here owns Harley Davidson. We're the Nazis from Natchez.
That took a turn.
My life isn't all hugs and tears.
Oh, my goodness.
Little murky in the octagon.
Oh, mustache.
Hey, your mustache looks funny.
Hey, look at that. Came off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Alright.
I bet that she doesn't need to see anymore.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Bring me the Everest file.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen Phil Hartman in a movie in so long.
Mr. Gantry?
Oh my God. What just happened?
Let me see that. Takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. I am not a big man.
Want to come to this thing?
Is that a competitive check? Check the Greek food.
Just want to say, so far I like him more than the Fletch one.
This one?
I just want to say that real quick.
They spelled my name wrong.
My gun's made of rubber. How about yours? I see your point. Wouldn't do for your conservationist guests to hear about that load of toxic waste heading for my land at Belle Isle.
My land at Belle Isle, Fletch.
So you poisoned Amanda, figuring I'd sell and get out if I was facing a murder charge. Well, I don't scare easy. I'm too dumb. The Bride of Frankenstein.
Put my mama down.
Stuffed and mounted, Ham. Here she is.
Whoa.
Heads up.
Jeez. Poor mama.
Mm-hmm. In the future, if they ever have like a machine that can zap ashes back together and reform a body, that there's gonna be so much dust in that body.
Who's gonna save you now, Fletch? You'll have to shoot through me, you son of a bitch.
Freeze! FBI! Drop the gun! I said drop it!
And it's my plan to rerun this incident every night during sweeps week.
It was easy for Harry and Field Officer Vincent to infiltrate the ministry.
We gotta get you away from this chemical swamp. I was wondering, do you like smog?
She likes smog.
But the nicest surprise was an insurance check for the Belle Isle fire, $100,000. However, no one stopped Fly Biochem from dumping that toxic waste on my land. They told me not to worry. Its half-life was estimated at 3,000 years.
Rumor has it that you have inherited a sizable piece of property. Wendy could probably get half of it anyway. So in return for the other half, we would forego any other claims.
The half of toxic land?
You realize this is my family land.
Now Wendy can live a life of leisure. Clean air, clean water. I hope you're happy.
All right. Well, guys, that was Fletch Lives, the sequel to Fletch.
That was a decent surprise.
Decent surprise. That was a great surprise.
Yeah, like I was like,
you know, usually most movies, the sequel, it's not often that the sequel is better than the original movie.
No.
You're right. This movie was definitely, I like this better than the original movie.
1,000 times better.
Oh,
Yeah. This was a lot more. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's some parts where I was like, I'm not gonna laugh at that. I don't know. I don't know if I wanna laugh
Didn't
at
want to get
that
canceled,
one.
she would laugh at this, laugh at that.
I'm good. I'm good. Like when it first started, there's a few scenes I'm like, I wanna see first where we're going with this. I'm not like the FBI agent. I wanted to see his full role before I started. Like, okay, maybe a chuckle here.
Maybe the appearance of the KKK.
The Cleveland Hunt.
No.
I like this story better than the first one.
Oh,
the
100%.
The first story to me sounded so far-fetched where I need you to come to my house and kill me. That just seemed like crazy. It was crazy. Well, this one makes a bit more sense because this is more of an, what do you call that? It's a messed up version of capitalism.
Yeah.
You know, so it makes more sense. You know, being in the South, a new location, not just in California. Beautiful set scenes.
Yeah.
But it was cliche in the sense of, you know, people in the South are kind of dumb and whatnot. with the police department and
who actually did the murder.
Well, yeah, who did the murder or like that, So that cliche, but again, this is
but I think that's part of the. What is it called? Satire.
The satire.
Which is part of the movie, which is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Not as. I'm not gonna go say it's really funny because I don't want to get canceled either. But it was really good. I mean, I really enjoyed. It was a good. There was a point where we were just crying when he hit the one guy in the forehead. That was top tier. Like, okay, this is good comedy here. So I would say that about the movie. Like, it was funny. Like, I found myself smiling through most of the movie or laughing at some certain scenes that were.
But this movie does show its age, though.
It does. Oh, absolutely.
It shows its age because we're looking at comedy tropes from back then. That was probably common, right? The thing that, again, and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying I complain, but there you won't see the sexualization of women in movies today as you see it in the movie.
No,
right?
definitely
And,
not.
just grabbing people's butts, and it seems to be okay with the person, whatever it is, and just grabbing them into the shower. And, I mean, it's all funny. And again, the movie's supposed to be goofy and funny.
It shows age.
You don't see that in movies nowadays. A lot of people today will find that I don't think that's anything funny to laugh at.
Yeah.
So there's that age aspect in that. Not all the jokes hit. A good amount did though.
Good amount did.
Yeah.
There was again a few dated jokes. The coon hunt one was pretty bad. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie
Yeah.
to you. I sat there and I was so uncomfortable. I was like, nah, no, I'm not. I don't want to be like let's say somewhat in my life I'm successful. They catch this clip, me laughing at a coon hunt joke. I'm like, nah, not me. No, sir. No, not I. No. Like, there was a few uncomfortable. Oh my God, there was a few. This was funny, but there were a few moments where I was uncomfortable to the point I'm like, I don't know. No, there's not going to be any sort of emotion on my face when that scene comes
I know
up.
I'm going to get a lot of comments for me laughing, but I'm a nervous laughter, and this was a movie that definitely made me nervous. So my laughter was me more uncomfortable than it was me actually laughing.
But you think that's because, like, the time we live nowadays, we're almost forced to feel that feeling.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad that we feel that we have to muffle ourselves what we just found funny and not enjoy ourselves. Like, the movie was made for us to be enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the Dave Chappelle look of the ways. Like, like sometimes,
Dave
and I do agree with a lot of, again, I just, to be safe.
I enjoyed this movie a lot.
I did.
I'm looking at the screen now and it says that it had a 37% on Rotten Tomato. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's 37.
I more go to the 4.4 on the reviews.
4.4 on the regular
reviews, just because I don't know. Maybe to me it was like for us, just in general. Like I would definitely, if someone puts this on, this will again be like a pleasant surprise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what I would consider this movie, a pleasant surprise. Because again, going into it, Fletch one was kind of a little bit on the rougher edges. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was slower than this one.
Way slower. And I'm not gonna lie, like there was, it was a what's it called, a foreseeable ending. Like, you knew what was gonna happen, but it was a good story for how it was piecing together. I was like, okay, it makes a little bit more sense as to what's going on. Not like, again, like you said, not like the first movie. It was like, that's a little far fetched.
The humor also changed a lot. Like this one had more slapstick, but also had the dark comedy, whereas the first one had more so like dialogal comedy. Like you had to actually listen to the dialogue to figure out what's going on, and it was also definitely timed, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, like this one, I don't think there was any jokes, honestly. I'm gonna say that I don't think there was any
Jimmy
jokes.
Hoffa.
No, but the Jimmy Hoffa I know about, so it was a little funny on that.
Yeah.
So,
but that's like the only dated joke.
That's the only dated joke. Yeah, they definitely changed the comedy style on it. Again, it was a lot. Yeah, I would agree that was a lot of slapstick.
Yeah,
and which made it really, 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 really funny. I love the one thing I love about the movie Fletch and all of them is his get-ups. His get-ups were really
What is intricate?
They're intricate. They're funny as hell. I'm gonna say it just like that. They were really fun. Like when I'm on the Harley Davidson one. That was funny. I had a chuckle. I'm like, oh yeah.
I remember a hit. Harley, Wisconsin.
But the biggest unbelievable scene was the motorcycle jump.
Oh yeah, that was
all right.
And I think
I can suspend disbelief for so long.
Oh yeah, I saw this cart and I calculated it as it was coming by. Let me go ahead and do this jump.
If we turn now, we can make that jump.
Yeah. No other variables needed.
But but I also find sad that you don't see movies like this today with a modern spin.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't think of any modern movies if it's not like something super over the top. Like a Seth Rogen movie,
Kevin Hart,
but even that, like I've seen like the last movie.
What was that? There was a movie on Netflix that came out that had Steve Carell, the Space Force, like that was horrible. I mean, god horrendous. It was trying to have something like this where like let's just let comedy be free, but it just wasn't funny. And this again is letting comedy be free, and again it's.
But even more recently on Netflix, there's a movie with Eddie Murphy and Jonah. What's his name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. They came out a couple weeks ago. Came out, and there was nothing funny about it. Like, and you see that they're trying really hard. And I'm looking at this movie. I'm like, oh, this movie is awful, and it sucks because I love Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Hey, to me, he's one of the best. So and I'm looking at this like,
if we're gonna get into discussion, I will say, I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say, most of the humor now, and I'm gonna say this hot take is censored, and I'm gonna just say it just like that. It is censored. Like there are some coming to America was holy shit funny. Like
the first one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It came out this time,
and there were some jokes, and they were like, "Woo, we pushing it." But again, we gotta look at it as it's like a comedy. Like this is all humor. You know what I mean? So it does like a lot of the older movies. I find honestly, there's not many movies. Like as of late, like as we think about a comedy movie, I mean, like think of like I don't find
last one I consider
like Grown Ups will probably be. I found Grown Ups pretty funny, but like, and that was because
Superbad was the last one for me.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that was the last
one that I laughed. I really laughed out loud. That was super funny. That movie, but not a movie, would be the Jackass series. You know, but that's not even a movie.
And it's not even that part. Like I'm talking about, like comedy. Like they're
saying like this. I'm like, they say jokes. So like, something going on and it's funny, and you don't see that no more. Like you really don't see.
Actually, no. The interview was hilarious. That
was okay.
Anything with this guy, what's his name?
Seth Rogen or James Franco?
Yeah, like I thought that was pretty. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about the different movie. I'm talking about The Dictator. The Dictator was pretty funny. Borat is one of those characters where he can get away with a lot of these things, and it's funny just because that's his basis personality.
Didn't he do a more recent one?
Yeah, he did
that was funny with the Rudy Giuliani interview.
I haven't even seen it.
It was really good.
That was
funny.
But that's funny again. But it's almost like he has.
But it's not a movie though.
Yeah. But it's the Dixon shit.
No, at least that either, because I think there's an element of it being real and not real. Like it's almost like a show.
But what I'm talking about, I'm getting at the point of it not being censored to the like that's what I'm trying to get at. Like that type of, if we're talking about action movies like this, no, you're not going to see these. I'm talking about the censorship of our movies when it comes to comedy. Like, there's a lot, but when it comes to like little stuff like Borat or stuff like that, they base their personality off of this, and that we can like somewhat make an exclusion for this one person. It's a little bit different.
Sausage Party.
Horrible but
it didn't censor. It didn't censor itself.
Yeah, but I think they get away with it because it's animated.
Yeah, true.
You know, because you can say the same thing about a lot of these kid movies that come out nowadays. There's some jokes that are adult jokes that kids won't understand, but the adults will get it. But you won't see that in movies.
No,
you know, again, maybe because of the fact that it's animated, you might see that extra joke in there, or they can get a bit more raunchy and excuse it as it being cartoon. But movies like this, where you're an actor, it's your face saying that joke, and people are like, I'm gonna boycott you because you thought that was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where we're at because of what you mentioned and what you're both saying about the censorship. Right now today, you will not see it. I don't think the Motor Gang with the Confederate flag and the Nazi symbol on it. That'll be a big uproar.
Like,
be an uproar
I'm
today.
gonna put it, and I gotta agree. Like, there are movies now that have that uncensorship, but it's almost like you're going through a first-person point of view. Like, let's say something like, or walking through somebody's life, and I'm gonna bring up an example like The Hangover. Like The Hangover, a whole bunch of group of dudes, like it's funny.
Yeah.
But they don't really play a character into like a this is a story based off of this. Like this is a comedy movie, but also has a story behind it. Like they try to actually make a story. Like The Hangover is just The Hangover. You know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong, it's funny, but it's more of a first person. This is like, there's a story behind it, but he's also making the slapstick humor right behind it. Like you won't really.
So like
see
something like Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Tropic Thunder. Now that one was recent, and that one was amazing. That movie.
Already was thinking about it.
Robert Downey Jr. But I think he got hate for that though. Afterwards, he got a lot of hate.
Well, it wasn't him specifically that got hate for it. It was Ben Stiller, I believe, and it was the director that got most of the heat because of how insensitive they went with it, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. Like you talk to anybody about it.
But I wonder if today you will make a movie like this and you'll put it in the marketing. This movie's not for everybody. All right, you might get offended, but you will laugh. And maybe we need something like a disclaimer, let people know what's gonna happen. You know, but it also makes me feel like bad that this is where our state is.
Yeah.
You know, this is our state of being. We're like,
we're going deep. By the way, we went way farther than what Fletch is.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense because
this should have been podcast stuff.
I brought up the point that it showed his age. Yeah, it showed his age, and it's because of that. It's because of how we're living today.
Yeah.
You know, I think the only raunchy thing we have going on today is either a Family Guy or South Park. And again, it being cartoon.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch F is for Family, super funny. All right, and again, it's all raunchy. What's the other thing Big Mouth is it? It's called Big Mouth.
Big Mouth is pretty funny too.
But Big Mouth is. But I think those are the raunchiest things that you see nowadays. Yeah. And it's hiding behind cartoons.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
You know, Rick and Morty as well.
Yeah.
So so you see that mostly in cartoons. You don't see it on TV show movies.
Still have not seen a single episode of Rick and Morty.
Well, anyway, guys, this was Fletch Lives. We liked it. I thought this was really good. You liked it. You liked it.
I would give it honestly like a 7 out of 10. Like this was a good. Like I would definitely sit down and watch this movie.
Yeah.
Like I think 7 out of 10 is a solid. I would definitely want to give it below 7. I think.
And there's a lot of movies that came out in the 80s that was super funny. A lot. Like 80s have a big chunk of movies. That's where we saw
Airplane.
Airplane came out.
Blazing
and that was
Saddles.
the started off. Blazing Saddles I think came out in the 70s.
Oh,
you know, but in that vein, though, it's coming in that Back to the Future. You have the one you just mentioned, Coming to America. So there's a lot of 80s movies that we should probably check out at some point. You know, as we can compare it to what we see. But there's a lot
90s movies too.
You know, quite a few 90s movies as well.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys listen, if you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate any feedback you may have about this movie and about what we just talked about, how comedy movies are today, as opposed to how different they are back then.
Yeah.
You know, how we thought this movie is definitely aged, but it wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
Not at all, you know, but there are definitely elements that today were definitely not a flop.
No.
You know, I'm not going to go with that joke. That's not going nowhere with
we have to be careful. We're like,
and we're only reacting to it.
We're reacting to it.
That was a joke. I recognize.
That was a joke, but still.
Well, we did enjoy this movie 100%.
I don't want to get shot.
I don't think that 37% is a fair rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nah,
but it's
sure
good. Listen, here on our nights, we give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
We did enjoy this. It was a lot of fun. Guys, again, if you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, subscribe button. We definitely want to know what you're talking about, guys. We appreciate it. If you want to see this movie unedited, you're going to find it on our Patreon for as little as $1. The link is in the description below. We also have a merchandise site where we sell our merchandise. Again, that link is also in the description, guys. Listen, we want to thank you for hanging out with us. We are Our Nights. I'm Ray.
I'm Julien.
I'm Michael.
Guys, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Stay safe.